that preparation is not being made for the risk of another cosmic impact. This is not theory, this is a fact. There's a comet up there, and responsible astronomers regard the Taurid meteor stream as the greatest collision hazard facing mankind at the present time.
Get ready to embark on an extraordinary cosmic journey as we delve into the jaw-dropping discovery that has left scientists baffled and stargazers in awe. The James Webb Telescope, humanity's most advanced eye in space, has just made an incredible revelation: the sudden return of Oumuamua, the mysterious interstellar visitor that once captivated our world. It seems Oumuamua isn't alone out there. Join us as we unveil the thrilling details of this astronomical enigma and explore the newfound wonders lurking beyond our solar system. In October 2017, something amazing happened in our solar system. The University of Hawaii's telescope called Pan-STARRS. One made a remarkable discovery. It spotted the first object from outside our solar system that came to visit us. This object was given the name Oumuamua, which means a messenger from afar arriving first in Hawaiian. Oumuamua looked like a long reddish rock shaped like a cigar. It was about a quarter-mile long and 10 times longer than it was wide. Scientists could tell that Oumuamua came from outside our solar system because it was moving extremely fast. It was traveling at a speed of 196,000 miles per hour, much faster than anything in our solar system. This speed showed that it couldn't be held by the sun's gravity. At first, scientists weren't sure if Oumuamua was an asteroid, rocky, or a comet made of ice. They initially thought it was a comet, but later considered it an asteroid. Eventually, they found signs that it behaved like a comet, which confused them because it accelerated more than they expected. When Oumuamua left our solar system, it accelerated more than scientists predicted. This behavior was similar to what comets experience as they move away from the sun. However, its trajectory was very peculiar and raised many questions. One scientist strongly believed that might be a spacecraft from aliens in space. However, many other scientists were doubtful about this claim, as it's common to be skeptical when discussing the possibility of intelligent aliens in scientific research. In October 2018, two scientists, Dr. Shmuel Bialy and Professor Avi Loeb, put forward a theory suggesting that the strange acceleration of Oumuamua could be explained by solar radiation pressure acting on a light sail-like structure. This theory was reviewed by other experts and accepted for publication in a scientific journal. The light sail explanation means that Oumuamua could have been a highly reflective object resembling a light sail, which was pushed by the pressure of sunlight, causing its sudden acceleration and deviation from the expected orbit. In his book, Professor Loeb explains his arguments in more detail and encourages both the scientific community and the general public to seriously consider the possibility that Oumuamua could be an extraterrestrial object. Professor Loeb's involvement in the Starshot project, which aimed to develop a spacecraft propelled by a light sail, contributed to the idea that Oumuamua might also be a light sail-like object from an alien civilization. The concept of Starshot involved using a 100-gigawatt laser to propel a small and lightweight spacecraft, similar to a mobile phone, to reach another star system within a human lifetime. When Oumuamua arrived, it coincided with the fresh memory of a star shot in Loeb's mind. They started putting the pieces together once they checked and confirmed their calculations. This led to Loeb used a scientific principle similar to Sherlock Holmes's detective work, which states that when you eliminate all the impossible options, whatever remains must be the truth, even if it seems unlikely. Based on this, they suggested that Oumuamua was an artificial object. Neil deGrasse Tyson had thoughts on Loeb's theory. He knows Loeb and considers him a brilliant individual. While he's excited about the possibility of alien life, he cautions against immediately assuming aliens as the explanation for unexplained phenomena. He suggests that more research is needed. There was another theory suggesting that Oumuamua could be a hydrogen iceberg, which would act like a rocket propelling it forward. However, this theory faced challenges in terms of survivability and formation processes, making it less likely to be true. After 4 years of investigation and exploring various theories, the astronomical community arrived at a new explanation in March 2021. Two studies proposed a compelling case suggesting that Oumuamua could be a sizable fragment of nitrogen ice that broke off from a distant solar system's Pluto-like exoplanet millions of years ago during its formation. This nitrogen iceberg theory seemed to explain Oumuamua's behavior better than previous ideas. It suggested that Oumuamua could be a rocky fragment from a planet torn apart by its star. Even astronomers not involved in the study found this theory plausible. The researchers studied how different types of ice made of hydrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen behaved under similar circumstances. They found that a large chunk of nitrogen ice would show the same characteristics as Oumuamua. However, measuring nitrogen gas was difficult for astronomers using available telescopes at that time. The studies indicated that Oumuamua had a tail-like feature, but the telescope's limitations prevented detecting it because of Oumuamua's nitrogen composition. The studies also identified possible sources of nitrogen icebergs in distant solar systems, such as dwarf planets and celestial objects located at the periphery of solar systems, like Pluto and Neptune's moon Triton. Despite the compelling evidence supporting the nitrogen iceberg theory, an opposing argument was presented in another study. According to Professor Avi Loeb and Amir Siraj, if Oumuamua is made entirely of nitrogen, then there should be many similar objects in our galaxy. However, the calculated number of these evolutes, exoplanets similar to Pluto, in our galaxy is extremely low, which raises questions about the theory's accuracy. The researchers found that for there to be so many evolutes in the Milky Way, the stars they formed around would need to have enough leftover material to create them. This means either Oumuamua isn't entirely made of nitrogen, or our estimates of the number of evolutees in the galaxy are incorrect. The debate continues, and scientists are still exploring various possibilities to understand the true nature of Oumuamua. This material is about how much stuff is available for different celestial objects around a star. The researchers found that to produce so many nitrogen icebergs in the galaxy, it would need to convert a lot of material from stars into something called exoplutos, which is 10 times their mass. But even in the best situations, there's no way for a star system to have enough nitrogen ice to make so many exoplutos. And even if it did, cosmic rays would eventually break down objects in space like Oumuamua. Taking that into account, the galaxy would need way more mass than it currently has. Another paper disagreed with the idea that nitrogen could be the reason for Oumuamua's characteristics. Some scientists argue that objects like Oumuamua are not as common as we thought, while others believe they are more widespread. One scientist, Professor Loeb, thinks there's a high density of these objects, while others think they are less common. So far, astronomers have confirmed the presence of 2 interstellar objects, Oumuamua in 2017 and Borisov in 2018. But they believe there are many more out there. NASA is hopeful that the James Webb Telescope will improve their ability to study these objects, revealing more about their origins and compositions. Because Oumuamua was only visible in our solar system for a short time, scientists are eager to study more interstellar objects. Some have proposed a plan to send a spacecraft to examine these objects as they pass through our solar system. The European mission, called Comet Interceptor, aims to do just that and wait for another interstellar object like Oumuamua to pass by. As for where Oumuamua came from, it's challenging to be certain. Initial calculations suggest it likely came from the direction of the star Vega, about 300,000 years ago, but the exact origin is still unknown and various theories exist. So the mystery of Oumuamua continues, but scientists are hopeful that more interstellar objects will be discovered and studied in the future.